Hi guys, this is part 2 of my cooking the chicken and mushrooms. I don't know what happened, but this part 2 of it. I truly apologize. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I pushed the wrong button on the phone. I don't know. So like I'm going to continue with what I said. I'm going to start cooking my rice now. And I love using this yellow rice here. Very tasty. I love this yellow rice. And I start my rice on high like the packet says. And it wants you to add 2 cups, 2 1/4 cups of water. And I'm going to pour some butter in there. They want you to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil or butter. So let me go to the refrigerator and get my butter. And I normally do not measure it. Only if it's a stick, I normally measure it. You know, I'm on the live doing this cooking. So I just put enough in there. It's okay, you can talk. You can talk. Okay, once that comes to a boil, then I'm gonna start, I'm gonna add my yellow rice. And so while this is cooking, I just wanna know, with comments, if y'all have any questions or anything that I might can add to what I'm doing. And if you cook chicken and mushroom, give me some tips of what you do. You know, when you comment on my page. Comment on my page. Please comment on my page. As I can learn from people and I can teach people as well how I do it, because I like to cook. And I normally cook the basics, you know, salmon, potatoes, sweet potatoes, baked white potatoes, chicken Alfredo, spaghetti, lima beans, baked beans, collard greens. I do it all. Now that even though I got the Ninja Foodie, I still like cooking some things in my oven. You know, I know sometimes this Ninja Foodie can make you lazy. Yeah, but it's quick. It's definitely quicker than the oven. That's for sure. And it's a good taste to it. So I'm trying to wait till my rice boils so I can put it in and then put the lid on.
Hey. So I can't remember what you're making because what are we making?
I'm cooking like I had told. This is my son Quincy. This is my son Quincy. He want to know what I'm cooking. I'm cooking the chicken wings that we had Sunday, but I'm adding the mushrooms in there, garlic mince, and onions, and we having the yellow rice and we having corn on the cob. So that's what's going to be for dinner. So it's going to be tasty. It's definitely going to be tasty, everybody. So once this rice starts boiling, I'm going to be stirring it up for 1 minute. I'm going to stir it up for 1 minute, and then I'm going to put the lid on it and turn it on low for, let me see what it says, for 20 to 25 minutes. So like I said, everybody, give me some tips of what you guys do, how you prepare it. You know, just give me some tips. I love to learn different ways to cook. You know, in the beginning when I was young, I did not know how to cook. Only because I wasn't taught. Because I'm the youngest out of 4 girls. Uh-oh. Hold on, everybody. It's boiling. Stir that for a minute. Put it on low. Yeah, so in the beginning, in my early 20s, I'm going to say when I was about 24, I did not know how to cook. I just knew how to cook the basics. Rice, pork and beans, can of beans, because I was taught that. Like I said, I'm the youngest out of 4 girls. And when it was time to cook, my mom let my oldest 2 sisters cook the meats. And me and my youngest, well, I'm the youngest, me and my sister, who's a year older than me, she let us cook, make the Kool-Aid and the rice, the easy stuff. So pretty much I wasn't taught how to cook. I didn't go in there while my sister cooked. I just ate the delicious food. So when I pretty much got married, I had a boyfriend. I got married when I guess I was 28 or whatever. Years later, but I met my husband when I was 25. And so the first meal that I cooked him was pork and beans and wieners. And he from Long Island, New York. So when I presented it on the table, he was looking at me like I was crazy. Like, this is the first meal you're going to cook me? And I was like, looking at him like, hey, this is my favorite meal. I love pork and beans and wieners. You know, so that's when I started calling my grandma. I called my mom. I called my 2 older sisters. I called my aunt and told her how to cook. I asked a question, how to cook. I told them what had happened. They left, of course. They definitely left because I thought I was doing my things, cooking them pork and beans and wieners with the rice. You know, I thought I was doing it. That was like his first meal that I cooked. I told him I'm cooking dinner. And so, yep, that was my first experience of cooking what somebody don't like. I ain't gonna say you don't like, but he was shocked that it was like, oh man, this your first meal? I thought it was gonna be some steak or some big time meal, and it was pork and beans and weenies. But anyway, I called them. I said I need to know how to cook meats. So they said, Kathy, it's nothing to it. All you have to do is season the meat on both sides. Either you're gonna bake it, broil it, fry it. So they gave me all the different ways to cook meat. And so once I learned how to cook meat, I needed to know how to cook beans, hard beans. I ain't gonna say I ain't like canned beans. Back in the day, we cooked hard beans. We didn't cook canned beans, make canned beans. And so my favorite bean when my mother, my grandma cooked they lima bean, it was always buttery, delicious, and creamy. No hard bean was in it. So that was one of the first beans that I learned to cook. So now, you know, when I cook the beans on the stove, sometimes, because I don't soak my beans, because I don't like the way it look when all the skin peel off. So I take about 2 hours, an hour and a half, and I cook my beans on the stove. And now that I'm almost 50, but everybody started enjoying my food when I was in my late 20s. You know, that's when everybody started enjoying my food, because I started cooking. When you got a man, you know, you need to start cooking. So that's what I started doing, trial and error. And now I'm good. You know, I'm good now. You know, so my favorite food that my family like that's a dessert is banana pudding. I'm going to show you guys how I do my banana pudding. I'm going to show you one day how I do my banana pudding. They love my banana pudding. I know everybody made banana pudding, but it's something about when your family have a tradition and the taste of your family food, is you taste somebody else, either it's going to be good or not as good as your family. And with banana pudding, I taste people banana pudding that was awesome, and I'm like, oh my God, I want some more. And some banana pudding, I'm like, ooh, what did they do? And so with my banana pudding, I average out my bananas, my pudding, and my vanilla wafers. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I like more cookies, and I add cookies. I layer it. I always layer it pretty much evenly, not too thick of pudding, and not in the bananas and the wafer, and add as much pudding. But I'm gonna let you guys see what I do one day, how I do my banana pudding. And another thing I do is a simple way of making peach cobbler. I'm gonna show you guys that. That's with the can, the can of sliced peaches and cake mix and butter. So I'm gonna show you guys that way. I'm gonna show you that one day too, and that is absolutely delicious. And what's going on with me, ever since January the 1st, I've been watching what I eat. So I haven't cooked banana pudding desserts in a long time. But those are my two favorite desserts that when we go to a family outing or go over a family house, those are two things that my family normally asks me to make. Definitely when it comes to dessert, banana pudding and my peach cobbler. The easy way, okay? Not that way that you, because I don't know how to bake from scratch. I don't know how to, I have to use the box or I can. I don't know how to do the bake from scratch. That's my grandma, you know, and every time I ask my grandma how she did it, she said, I don't measure. I use my hand, I don't measure. So I never learned how to do it. She never measured, so I don't know how much. I didn't do a trial and error like she did, you know, when she was a young girl. Mind you, she was 101 when she passed away. And when it comes to a food that my family want me to bring, it's always my macaroni and cheese. And I'm going to show you guys how I do my macaroni and cheese one day. You know, I cook good macaroni and cheese, and I taste a lot of other people who did cook good macaroni and cheese. And if you guys have any suggestions what y'all put in your macaroni and cheese, let me know. And I also cooked only one time lasagna, and it was amazing. It was a Caucasian lady at my job. She used to bring it to work, and I asked her, what you put in it? She told me every cheese, every ingredient she put in there. She did not hide it. Some people like to hide and have a family recipe that they don't want to tell nobody, but this lady told me everything she put in hers. And I hate the fact that it was so many years ago, and I hate the fact that I misplaced that recipe, because she told me every cheese, every way to do it, and it was absolutely delicious. But the thing I did not know, as soon as I fixed it, everybody wanted to start eating it because it tastes so good. It smelled so good, so everybody wanted to eat it. And so my thing, what I messed up was, right after I took it out of the oven, let it sit for about 10 minutes, everybody was like, I want to eat. The thing I messed up on, I let everybody cut it. So once they start cutting it before it sit and get a little firmer, it kind of started sliding down, and it didn't have that layer that I had wanted. So, but other than that, the taste was absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna have to either Google, if some of you guys know how to make lasagna, put it in the comments, you know, so I can try to do it one day on live. You know, I want to just try to do it one day and see how it tastes. Another thing I know how to cook very well, they love my lima beans. They love my lima beans, and I used to cook smoked neck bones. Now I do ham hock. You know, I love ham hock and buttered lima beans. That's my favorite things that I know how to cook. I cook this. I don't know a name for it, but I'm gonna have to prepare it one day, and I'm gonna think of a name for it. And everything I cook, I'm gonna start letting you guys see the things that I cook. Because, like I said, for me, not knowing how to cook when I was in my 20s, to being a good cook now, it's a big transformation. And I'm just going to show you all everything I do. So right now I'm looking at this Ninja Foodie, and it have 27 minutes and 14 seconds. And the rice, I'm guessing, have about 20 minutes. It say 20, 25 minutes, but I always check it. So I'll be back, everybody. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to cook my corn on the cob. Okay? And even though it's in the freezer, guys, I'm going to tell you, if you get any corn, get this corn. Get this Nibblers. Extra sweet corn on the cob. Get this. It is so good. And so what I do, I normally steam this. I don't cover it with water. I steam it. I'm multitasking using one hand. But anyway, Let me put this spoon down. Y'all need a spoon to fall in the water, so let me put it on this side. I know that light kind of bright, everybody. So I hope you guys had a good dinner tonight. You probably went somewhere and had a good dinner. But me, even though I love to cook, it's always to go out and get spoiled sometime in a restaurant. So this is my meal. This is the corn on the cob I'm cooking. I'm going to add a little butter and just a sprinkle of salt in here. And so that's going to be my dinner tonight, guys. It's going to be chicken and mushrooms, yellow rice, and corn on the cob. I use a little sea salt. Just sprinkle a little bit. I must open this up and put a little butter. Okay, guys, everything is cooking. Like I said, the Ninja food have 24 minutes. The rice have at least 18 minutes now. And the corn on the cob just was put on the stove. So with that being said, everybody, I'm going to come back. So I will see you guys in at least 30 minutes. Okay, and I'm going to show you what I did. Peace out. Hello, everybody. After 30 plus minutes, I am done with the meal. Okay. This is completed. This is it, everybody. Nice and creamy. So I'm getting ready to prepare the plate and let everybody see how everything turned out. So guys, just to let you know, I'm the type who don't like doing dishes. So I use paper plates, okay? But I do have dishes, guys. I'm just letting you know. I do have dishes. I have beautiful clear dishes. And I have beautiful dishes here in my cabinet. You probably can't see them, but it's right here. So I'm just choosing, guys, to use paper plates because I use paper everything. So this house do have dishes. Whole bunch of glasses, whole bunch of plates, whole bunch of bowls, whole bunch of everything, whole bunch of glasses. But I'm the type of girl who, after I cook, I don't like to wash dishes, so I use paper plates, okay? Oh. So I'm gonna get ready. That's blurry. Everybody, if you have nice pots, never use a hard metal spoon. Always use plastic, everybody. Don't use this hard with hard, okay? Use the plastic. Yeah, guys, I just love my pot set. Somebody, a lady, Miss Amati, she bought this for my housewarming gift. So it's just for me and my son. Now, I'm not going to eat that much because it's almost 8 o'clock, after 8, so I'm not going to eat that much.
You have a problem with your back. You know, she wasn't walking with a cane or anything. She was probably 20 years old. I said, you have a problem with your back. And I said, if God heals you right now, will you believe that Jesus will your heart to him? And she goes, he told you? And he looks at me because he knew he didn't tell me. He's like, oh, he gets on, I guess. And I said, no, you didn't tell me anything. The Lord's telling me. And when I said it, I almost said, shut it out there. I almost slapped myself because I never had that. But I had a knowing. I had a knowing that what I was saying was true. But I mean, I was talking out of my mind. I couldn't even understand. And then she goes, no, I don't believe in God. He can't do it. I said, girl, if God.
Got my corn on the cob, everybody. Quincy, how many corn on the cobs you want? Okay. So everybody, this is a small portion. I don't know if you can see it. Oh man. This is a very small portion, everybody. This is yellow rice, chicken, and corn on the cob. You know, I can't eat that much, everybody. I can't eat that much, everybody, because, like I said, it's after 8, and I'm trying to watch my weight. Okay, this is my son's plate. I'm trying to, okay, this is my son's plate. Okay, so that's the chicken. Okay, so let me taste it and make sure it tastes okay, how I planned it to taste. Let me see. Oh my God. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good day. Good night, rather. Everything turned out perfectly like I thought it was going to be. I'm so happy. So I will see you guys again. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment on my channel, and share it. Okay, I love you guys. Brown Tan Johnson. Love you guys.